What if basketball stopped being confined by borders? For decades, we've treated basketball leagues as essentially national products, occasionally continental but never planetary. The winners of the NBA championship calls themselves world champions, but nearly every team lives within one country, one corner of the globe, and one cultural bubble. So today, I wanted to explore a theoretical concept, not a prediction, not a proposal, but a thought experiment. This is the Global Basketball Association, a league built from the ground up with the idea that the world itself is the market. The goal isn't to create an overseas version of the NBA, it's to ask a different question entirely. If you were to design a truly global league from scratch, where would the teams actually go and why? So, to avoid this turning into a list of random big cities, I've constructed a reason matrix where every potential city was evaluated across 5 core factors. First is the population and size. You need enough people and enough economic gravity to sustain a professional franchise. Second is the geographic balance. This league is global by design, so no single continent dominates the map. Thirdly is the market gravity, where media reach, sponsorship potential, and cultural pull determines a city's market potential. Fourthly is the infrastructure, where stadiums, transport, international airports, and the ability to host a global broadcast product is taken into account. And finally is the growth potential, as some cities aren't basketball capitals just yet, but that's exactly why they matter. The final sections aren't just the highest scoring cities on paper, they're cities that make sense together as a system. And in this matrix, I have noted a selection of potential base cities for our league, and I have ranked them from the highest score to the lowest. Now, while this isn't the most determining factor, I have carefully selected these cities which I believe would be the best fit for a 12-team basketball league. Our result from our reason matrix is a 12-team league spread across all of the world's major landmasses, where each team anchors an entire region and not just a city. For the sake of this video, the team names I'm using in this video are entirely made up, and due to the sheer scale of the league, it might be unfair to link a team to just one city, but I found the easiest way to simply name the team after the city it's primarily based in. So let's go through them one by one. So, starting in North America, the city of Chicago represents the heart of basketball's most mature market. It's centrally located, it's very culturally iconic, and the city's legacy is deeply embedded in basketball history. Chicago acts as a North American anchor, bringing legitimacy, media gravity, and instant recognition to the league. So, the team names, the court design, logo, and jerseys aren't made by me, but the creators would be recorded underneath the team name, so if you happen to have NBA 2K and you wanted to check out the designs yourself, you're more than welcome to do so. The second city on this league is Mexico City, which is one of the largest urban areas on the planet, yet it's massively underrepresented in any league of top-tier basketball. Its altitude, population size, and growing sports culture makes it a perfect bridge between North and South America, and the team that is the Mexico City Jaguars will symbolize basketball's expansion beyond its traditional borders. Up next, the city of Bogota offers something a little different. It's a rising market, it's geographically strategic, and it's positioned perfectly to represent the northern side of South America. Rather than defaulting to the basketball-heavy Brazil alone, Bogota spreads the league's footprint and bets on its own growth. Okay, so heading to Brazil, Sao Paulo is South America's largest economic engine, as it has a massive population and corporate reach and sufficient infrastructure which makes it an obvious choice. The Cheetahs can embody speed, scale, and the commercial backbone of the Southern Hemisphere. The first European city in this league is Paris, as it brings history, global media attention, and European basketball credibility. It's a city that already has basketball recognition internationally, making it ideal for a league built on cross-border identity. The Musketeers lean into both French heritage and the global appeal of basketball. So, the next city on this list might be a bit controversial, but I've selected Belgrade in Serbia, as it might be the most basketball pure city in the whole world. Serbia consistently produces elite level players and coaches, and Belgrade represents Europe's developmental heartland. The Yetis are less about market size and more about the love and passion for the sport of basketball. So, moving to Africa, Lagos is one of the fastest growing megacities on earth. It's a young, energetic, and culturally dominant city across West Africa, and the Hornbills would be a perfect fit to represent basketball's future growth in this region of Africa. Up next is the Johannesburg Billhorns, where Johannesburg anchors most of southern Africa as it has strong infrastructure, global connectivity, and regional influence to make it a natural fit. The Bighorns allow the Global Basketball Association to have a geographical balance and a perfect market to increase awareness for the sport in lesser basketball popular regions on the planet. Moving to Asia, Dubai should be an almost lock for any global sporting league as it functions as a global crossroads. It's not just a city, it's a connector between Europe, Asia, and Africa. And not only will it be a perfect fit for a basketball team, but it would also be suitable for investment opportunities for basketball in the Middle East. Next is Shanghai, which is almost an unavoidable city in a global league. I chose Shanghai in a toss-up between itself, Beijing, and Tokyo, but due to Shanghai being on the mainland and significantly closer to the mega region of southern China, I couldn't say no to the market that Shanghai offers. It has an enormous media reach and a growing basketball audience, which makes it one of the league's most powerful markets. The Bears would embody the spirit and the passion for basketball in East Asia. Along with Belgrade, Manila might be the most basketball passionate city on the entire planet. The Philippines treats basketball as a national religion, and allowing Manila and the Philippines to have international recognition on the court will allow the team to grow and support unimaginably fast. The final team in our league, Sydney, will anchor Oceania and pretty much complete the global loop. The city has strong infrastructure, it has international accessibility and a growing basketball profile, which makes it ideal for a global league. Sydney will give the association geographic symmetry and the Southern Hemisphere balance it needs to be truly classified as a global league. Logistically, this league would be very difficult. A global basketball league like this would face enormous obstacles before a single ball was ever tipped. The logistics alone would be extreme. Constant international travel, the time zones spanning half the planet, player fatigue, and the game scheduling would all push the limits of what a season could realistically handle. Then there are the political and economic realities. Visas, labour laws, broadcasting rights, and government regulations would complicate almost every single decision. Some cities might be perfect on paper, but impossible in the real world. But that's exactly why this works as a mental exercise. By stripping away what's realistic and focusing on what's interesting, you start to see the world a little bit differently. This league isn't about replacing the NBA or the EuroLeague or any other association. It's about imagining what a league might look like if it were designed globally from day one with no inherited borders or traditions. In the end, this is just world building, a map, a set of ideas, and a handful of questions. If basketball were truly global by design, is this what you would imagine it looked like? And maybe more importantly, which parts of that idea are closer to reality than we think? That's the end of my video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.